Oh, stop struggling, would you? It barely hurts. Lightning. That's the answer to all of it. Add lightning. It's so simple. Hello, and I am Victoria Frankenstein, and welcome to day 3 of 31 Days of Monster Makeup. And I am doing the creator of Frankenstein's monster, the Frankenstein. So, that is commonly confused that people are like, oh, Frankenstein's the monster. No, Frankenstein was the mad scientist who created Frankenstein. You will get the story of Frankenstein in tomorrow's video. But for now, I am going to be doing the creator of Frankenstein. So, let me tell you a little bit about the creator. So, the creator was just obsessed with like the arts and creating the perfect human. So, they would go around and be like, hey, I'm going to make this perfect person. It's going to go great. It did not go great for me. But don't worry, she won't be getting her husband. Okay, so I'm gonna do just a tired mad scientist makeup. So I'm going for a pretty standard base, just a little more brightening concealer, just to give myself that kind of like, oh, I haven't slept in a few days look. It's also really hot, so I will be taking off my jacket for right now. And also, I remember to use the mic, so tell me how the audio sounds. And honestly, listening to the story recap of Frankenstein, low-key want to read it. Fun fact, Frankenstein was written by a woman named Mary Shelley, not Shirley. Oh my gosh, I keep thinking of Anne Shirley from Anne of Green Gables. But Mary Shirley. And she created a lot of thriller slash horror books. So yeah. So I thought that was a cool fact that like such a popular book and genre. So why has like the name of Frankenstein and then Frankenstein being the monster got confused? So what happened is that the monster doesn't have a name. Like it's just called the monster throughout the story. So everyone was just like, "Oh, Frankenstein and his and the monster. The monster is Frankenstein." So I thought that was actually a pretty cool story. Anyways, so in the quest of Victor Frankenstein being like obsessed with creating the perfect person, he created the monster. And the monster he made horribly ugly. And I'm like, how did like you miss that translation? Because like I'm thinking like he wanted to make the perfect human. Why wouldn't he try to make it like more attractive? But I'm pretty sure he mends like different parts of people all together to make Frankenstein. Anyways, I just really thought that was an interesting fact, and I'm not surprised that people get confused. All right. So, also in recent years, the creator of Frankenstein has been depicted as a woman. Like I'm pretty sure from what I remember, there is a version of the story where it's a woman and they like fall in love. Like, not surprised. A romantic plot for anything is fun for me at least. So I'm going to go in with my red blush combo, but I'm going to apply it a little bit differently. So I am going to apply it in a way that will drag my face down. So I'm going to overall go through my face and bring it down. So down, 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 down. Oh, and this brush is dying on me already. I've had her for like a year, so I'm not surprised. Down, 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 down. To kind of give me that, like, I'm tired look. I'm going to also blend my makeup. This face is super blotchy today, and I don't know why. Anyways, I was really trying to figure out, like, who to do, because I knew I wanted to do Frankenstein's monster, but I was like, this can be like a mini series, so I will be doing Frankenstein's monster and Bride, Frankenstein's creator and Bride of Frankenstein, aka just a female version of Frankenstein's monster. So I am just gonna go under my eye and darken it just to add the effect that I am tired. Like, I honestly didn't even have to cover my under eyes. They're already like look dark. But I really want to give in that sunken in sort of look. So I'm just going to keep applying it and building it up. Really trying to get into that corner hurts a lot. But now that I have this tired, sunken in look, I am going to go on the top of my eye with a white powder and kind of just tap it on to the top. I'm going to blend it. To help my eyes have a pop of color, I'm going to go in with an electric blue and bring it and wing it out. Not a lot, just ever so slightly wing it out and bringing it so that my eyes are lifted. Okay, now I'm going to contour my nose like no other. Like, I already have a small nose, right? But like, I'm going to, cause like, I just imagine her or him to just have like these most snatched little nose ever. So I'm going to go in like this, and I'm just going to go. And I am going in with the darkest brown that I have in my palette to give a more intense look. Usually I would just contour my nose with a lighter brown, but I am also going to draw it in. I'm also going to contour the bottom of my nose to get the extreme shadow sort of look. So now I'm going to blend. Like, you can already see extreme contouring. I think this helps with the kind of mad scientist look. Not saying if you have a super snatched nose that you look like a mad scientist. I think just overall. Okay. I'm going to make my hair look all sorts of crazy. I can't wait to brush this down. Now, there's this one thing that I is always seen in the media, and that's a white streak on the hair. Now, if you weren't part of the Troom days, if you weren't part of the Troom days, you didn't know this method. It was where you would put concealer in your hair to add a white streak. So, just gonna go through that and add that. And then I'm going to go in with my white and kind of just dust as much white as I can get onto it. Now, I'm going to do a perfected concealer lip. Now, you're probably wondering, what's a perfected concealer lip? Into that, I will show you. Where's my lipstick? There she is. So you're going to want to conceal it over your lips, and then make sure that the concealer is dry. You're going to get a dark color. And now, just for fun, I'm going to try to create a mini heart shape. There's a dog hair on here with the darker. Gonna go over. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Raggy. Let me just go in. And now for the fun part, the blood splatter. So I'm going to test out, well, that was a lot of fake blood. I'm going to test out two kind of sort of ways to do this. It kind of, right? Is it gonna flick? Okay, that works too. I thought that would flick off more. It's not going to, so I'm gonna have to kind of go like this with my thing. And then I'm going to do this. And now for the pose off. Thank you so much for watching this video, and come back tomorrow to see my monster. Who's there?